like I say, I'm never above learning. Like, I want friends to check me. I don't like yes man or whatever. And so like I hooked up with Tone and Doug on this show. Tone had got his own opinions. He's got his own way of going about things, his own mentalities. We share a lot in common, but there's a lot of ways we're different.
Sure.
Doug is known as the contrarian. I picked this dude to be a part of this thing because he pissed me off on Facebook so many times going against what I said. What the fuck you mean? It ought to be this. And so, man, but it was just his counter viewpoint, but it was always intelligent. You know, it was always, and it wasn't just some dumb shit.
It's not a personal attack.
Yeah. So Doug is about those facts.
Yep.
And he'll bring them to you from a music standpoint or whatever the topic is. And then I grow when I see I don't need to see another Steve Crawford. I know what Steve Crawford is about.
Yep.
I don't need to see another myself. You know what I mean? I need to see something different.
Yep.
I need to see what he's playing, how he's mixing out the tunes, because I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then you get because I mean that growth. I love to grow, like the DJs that check me, either skill standpoint, music standpoint. It's a million different ways you can get checked.
Yeah.
You know, like you can stand there and be doing all this scratching, but how long are you gonna do that before you let the record play? You can't just get up there.
Speak on it.
Unless you a DJ, unless you battling and you doing a trick routine.
Yeah.
But then again, when the routine is over,
what are you?
What are you?
Yep.
Right? Because I know battle DJs, they can only play for 10 to 15 minutes before it's like, okay, this shit's getting noisy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's getting real noisy. Applause. But can you play? Can you deliver music in a hot way? You know what I mean? Because my mother, she don't like all that scratching. I'll be down there scratching. What you doing, boy? Trying to scratching on them records, boy.
Yeah, tearing up my records.
Tearing up my records. Yeah. I can't scratch. When I was growing, I couldn't do. She hear that? You know, it's like
turn it off.
Turn it off. Turn that noise off.
Go to bed.
That's funny that you mentioned that earlier. You said how there was music always around, and like your parents having parties and they was putting stuff in the air and all that kind of stuff. Same thing happened in my house. And the trick was just to stay out of trouble and be quiet enough to like
observe and hang out. Yeah.
But at 7 to 8 years old, you got a sibling. Y'all fighting over something.
Yeah.
Y'all sitting around in their face. You ain't need to be looking, with the adults and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But you're hearing the tunes.
You're hearing the tunes, man.
Let me tell you what's I'd share with you why we're similar, even though we do different things, right? There's this record that we both play, but we play it for different reasons. The record is John Lupani. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And one of the records that he plays, I can't think of the name of it, but it's
Open Mind.
It's on that album.
Yeah.
That was a Detroit staple.
Yeah.
Right, Detroit staple.
Detroit staple.
John Lupani. Then there's the beautiful record. Right? So we both play John Lupani. I learned about John Lupani because my sister played violin, electric violin, and she put me up on John Lupani. You played a John Lupani edit off that. It's a black cover.
It's a black cover,
right?
Yeah.
Black cover.
I know exactly
what that.
Say what?
It fit.
I gotta hear this.
Oh, yeah. I'll give it.
Right into what you do.
Yeah.
I pulled the John Lupani record
As a weapon.
as a weapon.
Me too.
As a weapon. I said, I'm going to fuck somebody up with this. And here's why. The one faster tune, I started hearing bass beats behind it. I was like, it's a little too fast for house. So I was like, I was like, fuck. When I get to a fast part, it's this ghetto tech record in Detroit called Positronics.
Yeah.
It's this bass record, and that's all it does. But it's a hit. You drop it. I used to drop it in college. It's floor packer. So I was putting together a set for this Charivari online thing when the pandemic happened.
Oh, yeah.
And we did all Charivari video. Everybody's turned in their videos. And I was like, I got to fuck people up or fuck somebody up with something that's not supposed to be played or that's not supposed to fit in.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is gonna be cool. And so we both playing John Lupani.
I remember that.
And I played it as a battle record, right? You're not supposed to. I didn't scratch. There was no scratch. I didn't do any scratching. I mixed the whole thing out. And because that record is fast, I could play some other fast stuff I like. For example, the Jacksons,